Hey beautiful people, what's up and welcome back to my channel. To God blessing Achi. And if it's your first time here, you're welcome, and if you've been here before, thank you for coming back. So in today's video I'll be doing a little Q&A. Okay, I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me questions, and a few people asked me questions, so today I'll be answering those questions and just some random questions here and there. It's been such a long time since I last did this. I think it's been almost a whole year. I just thought I should answer some questions and let's just get to talk a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to see that, make sure to keep on watching. Please do like this video if you do enjoy it, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already, and also turn on your post notifications so you'll be notified each time I upload a new video, because you want to see this girl every time. Okay. Alright, let's get right into the video. So guys, I have the questions right on my phone and I'll move on to answer the questions. I'm really excited, can you tell? So the first question is, would you like to be famous? Really, I feel like yes and no. Yes, because if it's coming with like I want to be famous and rich. I don't just want to be famous. I want to be famous and rich. And I don't want a lot of stress. So I want to I know that there's no way you would be out there without having people who would like have things to say about you, like maybe negative things to say about you. But I want it to be like in a situation whereby the good is more than the bad. So if it's going to come with that package, with money, with love, yes, of course I would take it like 100%. But if it's going to come with a lot of stress here and there and no money, please don't give me. Just give me my quiet life and a lot of money. Yes, I like money. But it's really confusing, to be honest, because I feel like in as much as I want to be out there, I'm also like someone who is pretty private. I'm very private person, so it's kind of like, how do you balance it? Okay, so the second question is, if you could change one thing that happened, what would it be? Honestly, if I was to change one thing that happened, I would like to change the fact that I am now an orphan. That's the only thing I would like to change, because bruh, it's not even easy. Like, it's not easy living without your both parents in this world. Knowing that you will never ever get to see them again is something I never, like, I don't know how to get used to that. Like, the thought of it still, I still want to believe somewhere in my head that it's not happened, it's unreal, like nothing like that has happened. So if I was to change anything, I would want them to come back. Like, I want to change the whole situation of losing them and let them just be here on earth and just be looking at us, looking at me and my family. That's all I want, honestly. The third question is, who would be your ideal partner? Right now, I think I'll just give you guys like 3 or 4. So the first one on the list, he has to be God-fearing. Like, if you're not God-fearing, please, I do not want. Okay, there is so much to handle in life, and if you're not God-fearing, what are we doing together? Really, I feel like if a man is God-fearing, I don't mean people that just know Bible and know everything about religion. No, I want someone that really fears God and does the right things. So when you fear God, I feel like every other thing follows. So I want someone who is God-fearing, someone who is pretty ambitious, who works hard. I don't want somebody who is lazy and somebody who doesn't have like a big dream and who doesn't pursue it. You get what I'm saying? So I think I've mentioned just 2, and the third one now would be someone who understands me, someone who is understanding, and somebody who communicates really well. Yeah, I feel like if you don't have the ability to understand situations, understand people, then even if that person is communicating, it will be more like a noise, because you're not, like, nothing is entering your head, nothing is even making sense to you. So the next question is, after a breakup, would you rather be alone or be surrounded by friends? Honestly, I feel like I have like two answers for this question. For the first day, or for the first day, yeah, for the first day, I would like to be all by myself because I would want to like process things. Me, usually I don't have like terrible breakups of, oh, it's over, or there's drama on other. Nah, I don't really have all of that. But if I was in a situation, like obviously I've been in a situation like that, I feel like the first day I would like to be by myself just to process things a little, not that I'm going to overthink myself, okay, not that, like the girl is not ready to do that, but I would like to just be by myself and kind of process things. Then after that, the rest of the time I just want to be with my girls, but still I still feel like it doesn't matter to me whether I'm by myself or with friends. It does not change anything. I'm still gonna be the same way. So the fifth question is, any new and exciting things you would like to share? Really nothing. Honestly, nothing has really happened in my life. Like nothing much has happened in my life. I feel like it's been the same old thing. But if I ever have anything exciting and new, I will definitely share that with you guys. But right now, nothing has happened, nothing exciting is happening, or nothing exciting has happened yet, but we are getting there by God's grace. The next question is, are you a good cook? I don't know. I honestly do not consider myself I honestly do not consider myself like a good cook. Really, I don't consider myself like a good cook. I feel like I'm still working my way to get there. I'm still trying to get there. I think I've said this before. I'm not really into the whole cooking thing. I'm not really into it. I'm just like recently getting into all of that. So I don't think I'm perfect. I feel like you guys are asking me this question because you've been seeing me cook in my vlogs. We are getting there, okay? We are getting there. When I get to that chefing level, you guys will definitely know about it. I'm gonna disturb you guys. Like I'm going to disturb everybody, okay? Yes. Next question is, are you close to anyone now that you initially disliked? Really? I honestly cannot think of anybody right now. I think so, but I honestly cannot think of anybody right now. Nobody's coming to my mind. But maybe I don't think you see everybody and you like them on the first day. So the next question says, are you more inclined to build your own empire or unleash the potentials of others? Honestly, guys, I don't want to sound selfish or anything, but I feel like I would love to start with myself, because I feel like when I start with myself and I have built my own empire, it's going to help me to like have knowledge and more experience that I can like. It's going to help me. So even if I want to build other people's career or unleash potentials of others, then when I've built my own empire, I would have more experience and I would know how to go about this better. So I know it sounds kind of selfish, but really it's not. Then I feel like, yeah, I feel like I would love to start with myself, because if I start with myself, I know what I'm doing. I cannot, it's just like saying a blind man should like lead somebody. Like, where is that blind man leading you to? The blind man has to see first to be able to show you the direction. That's how I see it. So yeah, it has to start with me first. I mean, like, if it's not starting with me, then what are we doing? So the next question is, are you more likely to avoid conflict or engage it head on? Am I more likely? Honestly, like, okay, let me say it this way. I'm somebody, I don't know if I take a lot from people, but sometimes, okay, I actually take a lot from people. If I was to be asked this, I take a lot from people. So if it ever gets to the point where I can no longer avoid that conflict, I'll go for it. Like, I'll go for it head on without thinking twice. Okay, I don't like violence, I don't like trouble, But if it ever gets to that point and you're stressing me out and I keep avoiding it, once I get to that point, I'm gonna take it with all my strength and might. I don't like violence, but you can't keep bringing it to me and expect me to keep avoiding it. I am not going to do that for you. Like, really, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go for it, and we're going to see. So the next question is, are you satisfied with how you spend money? What would you change? I'm not. Because I need to shake it to me. Honestly, I am not. Who is? Like, really, who is? I'm not satisfied. I want somebody to be spending on me. I don't want to be spending on myself. I'm tired of spending on myself. So no, I am not satisfied. In fact, I want to stop spending money. I don't want to spend nothing again. If somebody would just be giving money every day, every month, I'm good. Really, I'm good. That's what I want to change. I just want to stop spending money. Yes. The next question is, at what age did you go on your first date? I think that would be I think I was 17 years. Yes, I was 17 years. Was it 17 years? I was 17 years when I first went on a date. The next question says, have you ever wanted to quit YouTube? And I would say yes. Honestly, guys, like, I feel like, was it 2 days ago, I was actually thinking of, what am I still doing on YouTube? Why not just quit? Like, I actually thought to myself, like, what am I still doing? It's not really getting me what I want, because I'm at the point where I should want something from YouTube, right? It's no longer a hobby for me. It's no longer something I want to use as just a hobby or just for fun. It's something I really want to take serious, and I've not gotten there yet, and I put so much effort. So when I get too overwhelmed, I'm just like, what am I still doing on YouTube? Please, can I just end it? Can I just stop it? But the thought of letting it go is something I can't really handle. It scares me a lot because I love YouTube so much. Like, I really love YouTube so much. I feel like YouTube gets me going. Aside from aside from God, YouTube is another thing that I really, really, really used to keep myself happy. I can be sad right now, and the moment I pick up my camera, I talk to you guys, I feel a lot better. I know this sounds really cliche, but it's true. It's true. Honestly, it's true. So yes, I've wanted to quit like a lot of times. A lot of times. At this point, I can't even count how many times. A lot of times. But yeah, we're still doing it and we're still moving. Okay. I honestly, talking about this thing made me really emotional, but let me get myself together because I'm too pretty to cry. The next question is, what's your take on friendship that feel forced or exhausting on your end? To be honest, I feel like you should let it go, because I feel like if you've tried everything you can to make it work and it's still not working, then why are you like stressing yourself out? But if you're in a situation whereby you don't want to feel guilty, or you don't want to feel like you cut the person off like that, you just don't want to be that bad person that will just cut people off, because I know a lot of people have that mentality. If you're that kind of person, then just take a few steps backwards. I feel like with time it's going to die off and it's going to be like nothing ever happened. So if it's exhausting, why are you with somebody who is exhausting you? Like, who is making you feel exhausted? Really, why? And why would you want to put yourself in a situation whereby you're not feeling like the relationship or the friendship is mutual? Why do you have to force things to be able to have them? I don't really believe in that. So if you're in that situation, take yourself out of that stress. You really do not need it. You're worth more than that. Like, you deserve better than anything. There are billions of people out there who can give you the same energy that you give out. So why would you want to put yourself in that situation? That's how I see it. But yeah, what do I know? So the next question says, how do you motivate yourself on days you feel down? So for me, I have a bunch of things that I do. First off, I want to put this out there that I'm not really somebody that babies myself. I am my worst critic, if that makes sense. So I don't really baby myself. So first off, there are days that when I don't feel like I don't feel motivated and I know it's something I must get done, and I've tried every other thing and it's not working. I talk to myself, like I yell at myself, like I actually talk to myself in the worst ways, which is not good. It's unhealthy, really is unhealthy. But sometimes when you've like babied yourself and you still find yourself not doing the right things, you have to be that person. There was something someone told us after we lost our parents. They were like, now you're the one that will tell yourself what to do. Nobody's here to baby you. Nobody's here to tell you do this and don't do that. So if you're not going to talk to yourself, then nobody will. Like even if they do, you will not listen. So what I do is I tell myself straight up, this is what you're gonna do, and you gotta get up and you do it. Okay. So this is what I do on days that I have tried everything and I still feel like I want somebody to carry me and get my work done. But on days that I feel like I just want to go gentle with myself, I start off by watching other content creators, because I want to believe if there's anything that motivates me, it has to be other content creators or seeing people who inspire me get things done and achieve their goals. That thing gets me so much and it makes me feel really excited seeing that okay, they are putting in the work and they are getting what they want. It gets me really excited and it makes me want to do something for myself. So there are days that I'll just be like, I'm not filming today, I'm not doing shit. But once I go on YouTube and I see somebody getting it, like getting something together, like it makes me so happy and it puts me in the mood of okay girl, you gotta stand up, you gotta get up, go and get your shit together. That's what I do. So these are the two things that I do. Yes, I feel like it is. And sometimes I honestly just take a chill pill, breathe, watch movies, eat. I feel like once I am in a good state of mind, I feel more energized, more motivated or inspired to do something. And another thing that I do is I just like think about what I want to do in my life. Like think about where I want to be. So if you have goals and you look at them, it kind of just makes you excited to do it. So these are the 4 things I actually do to keep myself motivated. So the next so the next question is actually not a question. It's my sister being sweet. She said, why do you look so beautiful? Oh, it feels so good. Even though I know it's my sister, but it's like I'm blushing. Thank you. I don't even know. I'm actually smiling from ear to ear. But yeah, that's it. So the next question says, what size do you think suffer body shaming the most? Honestly, I feel like this question is pretty easy. It's definitely plus size people, both men and women. Like we go through the most, because I feel like somehow people have a lot of things to say about our body. So even if they are not saying it, their action is showing us. Even if their action is not, everything around life shows us that. So I'll definitely say plus size people go through the most when it comes to body shaming. So the next question says, what was your motivation to start YouTube? So my motivation to start YouTube was actually I wanted to talk to people. I wanted to talk to people around my age who were as young as I was, or even younger than myself, or people who are older than me. Like I don't have anybody in particular, but I really just wanted to talk about things that I know that a lot of times we always shy away from, and you never find like people around my age talk about these things. So that was like what I wanted to talk about. I've always wanted to like talk to people around my age, because in as much as I'm still very young, like I'm not going to call myself a baby, but I'm still pretty young. I still find I know that I've seen a lot when it comes to life, I've had my own share of like life. Okay, I've not seen everything in life, but I feel like I've had my own experiences, and I really just wanted to talk about these things because I feel like people always shy away from them. People don't want to talk about some things, people don't want to share things, and I honestly genuinely want to be the person to talk about these things. So the next question is, do you prefer that people shoot straight with you or temper with their words, and why? So for me, I would say it depends. It depends on the situation. If we're having like a heated argument and you choose that time to talk to me, then please temper with your words, because once somebody is angry, once I'm angry and you're trying to say anything to me, if it's not coming out right, then it's not entering my ear. Okay, but if it's in a situation whereby we are cool and you just thought of, okay, let me talk to you right now, just say it the way you want to say it, I feel like it would be difficult for me to take it, but I think I'll take it better at that point because I am okay, I am good, and I'm ready to take it. So the next question says, have you forgiven yourself for past personal failures? Why or why not? I would say I'm learning to. What's learning to? I have forgiven myself. Like, I've forgiven myself, and why is because I feel like, what's the point of dwelling on it? Because it's not going to change anything, right? It's not going to change anything. It's not going to change the fact that you failed in some things before or you've made mistakes. So why not? I've forgiven myself. I've moved on from it. I'm just in the point at the point where I'm working so hard to make sure I do not repeat those things. Because I mean, you learn from your past failures. So where the problem is going to come from is if I keep doing it over and over again. But right now, yes, of course, I've forgiven myself, I've moved on from it. So the next question says, how are you feeling right now? Honestly, this question hits deep. Okay, how am I feeling right now? I am just at the point. I don't think I would say I feel good. Honestly, I don't think I feel good. I'm at the point where I don't know. I'm not feeling okay, to be honest. I'm not feeling okay, but I don't just want to put it in that way because, like they say, there is power in the tongue. If you speak good, good comes to you. So I would say God has been faithful. I am working towards being even better and feeling great. I really want to be at the point where I feel great, and hopefully, when I do feel great, I'll come out here and I'll tell you guys, yo guys, I feel good and I feel great. So right now, I'm really not at the point where I would boldly say I am okay because there's so much going on. Like there's so much, so much going on that I can't really share, and I don't know if it's something I can ever share because yo guys, real life issues are real. Like they are real, and when they come, really, it's almost like there's nothing you can do to change it. So you just have to deal with it. Honestly, if you're at the point where you're also not feeling good about yourself or good about things that are going on around you, always remember that you're not alone, girl. You're not alone. There are people out there who are also going through the same thing. All you need to do is just to take it easy on yourself, take a deep breath, pray about it, and just believe that everything will be all right and you'll be good. It's not like it's going to happen immediately, but that's the healthiest way for you to handle it. The next question is, how difficult is it for you to be honest even when your words may be hurtful or maybe hurtful? For me, really, it's difficult for me to be honest. Really, it's very difficult because I feel like when I say things, people always misunderstand it. I don't know if it's the way I say, but I know for a fact that I'm not somebody who hits people with um who hits people harshly. Do you get what I mean? I don't just come out and say things to you in a very hurtful way. I don't do that. It's not going to benefit me. It's not going to help me in any way. And I'm generally, I don't feel the need to just go hard on people and tell people things in a hurtful manner. I love to make it sound good.
Looking on my back and you were still